Hi, it's Helena. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Let's have a conversation about why do women reduce their worth for a job? And for context, this comes from when I'm helping women find new jobs. You're either going through a career transition. So I'm a career coach. So when you're going through a career transition, you're wanting a promotion, or you wanting to go into a new industry, a new field. And the first thing my clients say that are women, because I coach a lot of men too, but the first thing women say is it's okay if I need to start with a lower salary before I even jump into the coaching. It's okay. It's okay. I make 90. It's okay if I have to do 65. I make it 180. It's okay if I have to do 140. Like they already drop down how much you're willing to work for. But there's never been a man, and I've been doing coaching for over 15 plus years. There has never been a man that has said, yeah, I'm going to reduce my value. And even if he didn't say that, if I say, how much are you going to work for? You're willing to work for? He'd say 180, 200, 85. Like he knows a number, not even a range. He's not going to budge. Okay, but women, we will. And let's talk about it. And so I wrote down some reasons why, and there's even been clients that I've actually had to say, you know what, I think you will need to get a therapist. And that's not a negative thing, but it's such a rooted fear of rejection and self-doubt that causes it. So even though I may tell you these reasons, it's not going to say that you won't keep doing it, okay? So sometimes as women, we may not feel qualified enough. We may experience fear of rejection just in general because of rejection from our past in all types of areas of our lives. And it's that social conditioning that women should be grateful. You should be grateful you got a job. You should be grateful. So why would you be assertive? Why would you ask for more? And you come across as pushy and being difficult. And who would want to hire a pushy or difficult person? But I broke it down into 5 areas, okay, that I've seen over and over again with my personal clients. So number 1, fear of being perceived as aggressive. Women are socialized to be agreeable. So if you do not agree with a salary that they're offering you, you're afraid that you may come across as pushy and as difficult. But a man can say, oh, 180, no, I thought this, based on my salary, my previous salary or my current salary or my experience, that it would be no less than 200 or it would be no less than 90. So a man will say it, but it's assertive for him. But if we say it, it comes across as aggressive, and women are afraid that it may send the wrong message. Okay. Number 2 is imposter syndrome and self-doubt. Women, we are, I don't know how to say it, but I'm going to say it. We are beings. Okay. So we are human beings. We know how to be. Women are service oriented. Women are caregivers. Women are nurturers, just intrinsically. Okay, we have those values, those characteristics within us. Now, some people have it more than others, but it's in you. Okay, and so if you are a compassionate, thoughtful woman, you may come across as, feeling like, how do I quantify the value of caring? Okay, you can't. You can't quantify service. You can't quantify love. You can't quantify giving. So women don't know how to quantify our values because it's not about us doing things. It's about us being a certain way. You can be, when you walk into a room and you light up the room, how do you quantify that? How do you quantify having a great personality? How do you quantify being able to make people feel at ease and calm them down? How do you quantify that? Since we don't know how to quantify it, men know how to quantify what they do. That's why you'll hear a lot of men say, oh, the only degrees that are useful are STEM degrees and trades, because women aren't doing them. So it's another way to kind of demean that we do trades, and well, a lot of women are doing STEM degrees, but they are male dominated, and they know that. So it's a way of saying, yeah, you got that, but you're not like us. And it has a way of reducing your value when you can't quantify your value, but you are enough. So you have to start doing some affirmations and surrounding yourself with people that see your value just by your presence. Now, this may not be for this particular conversation, but I'm going to say it. During the pandemic, me and my brother were taking, my oldest brother, were taking care of my mother. My mother is paralyzed. And my business was sinking, like the brink of bankruptcy, because I am a trainer, I'm a corporate trainer, I'm a speaker, and most of, like 99.9% of my money was based on me going out to universities and colleges and doing my own workshops and seminars, and then I couldn't travel anymore. So I told my brother, I said, hey, I'm at the brink of bankruptcy. I don't know what I can contribute, because I had the top of the house. I was at the top of the house and he was at the bottom level. And I said, I don't know what I can contribute. You know, I really don't have money. I'm just trying not to drown. And he said, you know what, sis, you are such a light here that your presence is enough. And when I tell you, even thinking about it, it makes me cry, because I have always thought my value was based on my bank account. If I don't have money, I feel worthless. I feel like I'm nothing. You know, I can have all of these accomplishments, all of these things, all these great friends and people saying things, but I felt like if I don't have money, you know, who am I? What am I? What do I have to offer? Because we don't know how to just see light and presence and love and giving and nurturing as valuable. And now in these times, people will like really shame you and say, what do you have to offer? But you have to know that there's value. And literally that was 2020. So what is 2025? Just 5 years ago, I'm 46. 5 years ago, that's when I realized that my value is my presence. That it made my brother feel, he's like, when I come home and you're just all happy and you're just like, hey, how was your day? Just to be pleasant and be happy. Because I genuinely, like 90% of the time, have a very positive, happy demeanor. But I wake up early and get my mind right to do that. But still, you have to know that your presence is valuable. You have to know that the light inside of you is valuable. But it's hard to quantify that. So I want you to get in a habit of quantifying your achievements, quantifying, like even when I'm working with teachers and they're having to, you know, I'm working on their resumes and I'm having to quantify it, and they'll talk about all the things and the programs and but I know you got to put the test results. You know, did you keep everybody above 50%? Did you, how many students did you have? Put 24 students or 32 students. How many, you know, you have to put numbers, you have to put performance metrics on your resumes. So we have to get into the habit of quantifying, even though being who we are is enough, but now we're kind of conditioning to doing. So we have to quantify what we do. And that's been hard for women, or at least for me. Number 3 is a lack of salary benchmarking, not really knowing how much men are getting paid, you know, because men get paid more than women. It doesn't matter what rate and what race, men get paid more than women. So if you're wanting to get paid enough to make livable wages, to have a disposable income and all of that, you're like, okay, you can have the exact same education, the exact same experience as a coworker sitting beside you, but he's a man. He's making more than you. So you have to go to Glassdoor and see what is the salary expected for whatever title it is that you're applying for. And instead of giving, you know, going for the lowest part, so if they offer, the job is anywhere from 65 to 125 or 90 to 125 or up to 140 or 250 or 450, because I work with C-suite executives, so they're up to 6 and 7 figures, and I mean high 6 figures, like 600, 700,000 up to $1 million. My last client had 1.8 million as a C-suite executive. So they have money. There are staffing salaries that will blow your mind, okay? But you need to research and see How much is that the base level? So you'll usually see the median range that we're going to start at is this, but you can always negotiate higher than that. So give them a range, okay? So Glassdoor, like I said, if it gives you a thing. So one of the biggest comfortable number that people have had, and these are usually, like I said, managers, directors, and higher ups, have been 180 to 220. So that 180 to 220 has been a level where we can keep anybody. Okay. It may not be 400, 500, but it's not 100 either. So it's enough to keep people somewhat comfortable. And so that's been the range a lot of my clients have been asking for, depending on, background, degrees, and all of that. So if you have to give a range, I would give the higher end of it. Like, okay, I'm expecting 200 to 250. So instead of always going to the lower end, jump up to the highest end and even go over that. Because on the back end, when I'm working with staffing salaries with finance, they can even go higher than that. A C-suite can override that and create whatever pay they want to give you. Okay, so don't underestimate yourself, which goes back to, fear of rejection and, coming across as pushy. But once you get those numbers, go up higher, because because women get paid 65 cents to every $1 a man makes. So in order to be able to make a living, you need to negotiate up there and know that you deserve that. Know that you can, back up what you say you can do. Okay. Next is 4 is discomfort with negotiation. Women are not taught how to negotiate. Women also don't like to do sales. So it's like, oh, I got a job. It's a sales. It's all commission. Oh no, give me an admin job. Oh no, put me in a call center. Put me in customer service. Oh no, I'll do food service. I'll do housekeeping. I'll do anything, but I don't want to do sales. Women don't like to do sales. Okay, I know, because I used to be a Mary Kay sales director. Don't worry, I ain't gonna sell you nothing, and I'm not doing it now. But I learned sales early because of Mary Kay. I learned that when I was working, even getting my master's, I was doing Mary Kay, and I learned how to overcome objections and rejections and all of that. And it has made me a very successful entrepreneur and, a business owner and career coach and corporate trainer in my job. So, learning how to do sales, take some sales classes, or even just put yourself out there and say, I sell these services. These are some products that you can get from my page, or I just launched my online business. Just let people know that you sell something. Just let people know that you have something. Like I offer a 4-year certification program for event planners. I say, there's nothing on your social media, and they don't have another job. So some people don't put out their business because they don't want, to infringe on their job, but they may this is their main thing, and it's nowhere online. So I'm like, tell people that you have a certification, because they may hire you just because they see that you're certified. So sometimes women just don't feel comfortable with sales, but you have to get comfortable with sales, or at least marketing yourself, and get ready to do negotiations. But most of the times we reduce our worth because we don't feel comfortable negotiating and selling ourselves, our services, what we offer. Okay. And the final thing is the need to pay your dues. Like, okay, I'm in a new field. I'm making a career transition. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to feel like I'm trying to get over on anyone. So I'll start at entry level. I'll start, making less. I took time off, because the reality is a lot of women are caregivers. Even if you don't have children, you may be taking care of parents, you may be taking care of siblings, you may be taking care of, other family members. It's like a lot of women have the responsibility of caring for someone else's well-being other than their own. So you get into modes of desperation where, hey, I need a job. And you'll see a lot of women taking low-wage jobs just to keep the lights on. So in those modes of just desperation, you're like, okay, I'll just take whatever I can get. And a lot of women are getting paid way less, because I know it. I see it. Like I said, I'm having this conversation because of all the resumes that I help, because I'm doing the career coaching. In fact, I have a 4-week career boot camp that I've been doing some one-on-ones with, and you can, register for that. And it includes a 20-minute coaching session every week with me, Or you can do a career advancement class. I have plenty of those. And then I have one that's a 4-week class, but it's more like group coaching. But I've been helping women break out of that box and, be able to negotiate, have the optimized resumes, be able to network, and really know the real deal of what's going on in 2025. Because everything you see on social media is not true. Yes, it's a challenging economy, but it's always been a challenging economy since I was 6 years old. There are plenty of jobs that are hiring. There are plenty of opportunities. You just have to get into something that is like pretty much recession proof. And there are so many opportunities out there. You just got to work with the right person, and we have to just tailor your resume to position you for those roles. So a lot of times getting the support too is something that you need, that you may, because a lot of women, I don't want to say a lot of women, but the women that I work with, it took them a long time. They have seen me over the years offering coaching and services, but they just never felt the need to reach out for help or felt that they couldn't afford it. And I have very reasonable packages. And I'll work with just about anyone, but I'll work with people that want to work. So, I'm not here to give you a quick fix and make your life easy. I will make your life easy, but it's going to take some work in the beginning. Okay. But I would love to know what your thoughts are. Have you ever felt the need to just say, okay, I'm starting a new job, I'm starting in a new field, I'm transitioning, I just got my degree, not sure what to do with it. I feel like, I shouldn't ask for much because I really don't know. But we have so many transferable skills. There's not a job that you've ever had that you can't transfer some of those skills. Okay. And then for those of you that have degrees, because like I said, I'm 46 years old. Some of you have degrees, you never use them, because I've been talking a lot about degrees lately. And if you feel like, hey, I never used my degree, it's useless, it's worthless, let's dust off that degree. Let's dust it off because it didn't expire. You just didn't use it, but it's still usable. Okay, so let's talk about it. Like I said, you can join either a 4-week boot camp, you can hire me one-on-one for career coaching, or you can just join one of the career advancement classes. But I love to see you and I love to help you. We have to break out of these boundaries and these barriers because it's in your mind. It's in your mind. There are opportunities out here and there are people that will pay you. This last VP that was hired, she got $480,000 and she was only going to ask for $320,000. $480,000, and she's actually getting equivalent of what her colleagues are, male and female. So let's get you to where you need to be. I'll talk to you later. Drop right here if you've ever had to deal with some of these issues and if you're still struggling with any of them and which ones are they. Love to hear it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.